no water, help I feel distress. Mother Nature rise and prove that life is the ultimate. And time is of the essence, so no linger upon regret. Put your good foot forward, do your best. I am my life up because Jah is my resistance. Every morning I hear him from.
Yes, people. I can see the fire coming through, the energy. People loving this one. This one is a great one, a great energy. And of course, we've got the legend himself. You know what? I'm going to call him that. Okay, he's live and direct, ready to talk to us. Knatch Rychus is joining us here on the Big Bud Station, ArrowRockRadio.com. So, of course, are you there?
Yes, I'm right here, Princess.
Yes, blessings, blessings. So you know what, you're live and direct right now on ArrowRockRadio.com. Tell the listeners who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Well, first and foremost, I must say thanks for having me.
Anytime.
I want to say big respect to all those who are tuned in. You know, well, my name is Knatch Rychus. I'm an upcoming reggae artist. I love music, I love people, and I love life in general. You know, I'm just a life person.
Yeah, for real, most definitely. And you know, I need to ask you about your name. How did you get that name?
Well, this name is a bit of a tongue twister, ain't it?
It is for real, so I have to ask you about it.
This name came up after a series of names. I started out with Top Knatch because after leaving, while in high school, I got the name Top Knatch, you know, and after leaving high school, I still was using the name, you know, but what happened is that I met up with a producer by the name of Paul Francis, and he instructed me to listen, to change your music, because at that time I was singing the other side of music, the violent side, and he said to me, change your music. And I took his advice, and while doing better music, as I would say, I started searching for names, you know, and I kept the Knatch because a lot of people would still refer to me as Knatch.
Yeah.
Well, go on, Knatch, you're good, Knatch. So, being that people were familiar with the Knatch, I kept the Knatch. And while I was in Kingston recording a song with my good friend, who's a producer as well, by the name of Kirkledove,
yeah,
the Righteous came out. I was doing a song for him, and then he just blurted out, Knatch Righteous. And we stopped in the middle of the song, and I said, yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. And he said to me, I love it as well. And that's how the name came about. But the spelling of the name, that is because of my wife. She came to me and she said to me, listen, it has to be creative right across the board. It can't just be in your music alone. And he said to me, why not spell the name different from how it is spelled and in the regular way? And she said that to me, and I said, okay, no problem, let's see what you have.
Yeah.
And she came up with the spelling. So I must say, big respect to my wife for that. You know?
Yeah, big her up every time. You know what? I actually like the fact that you kind of, you know, went from the violent side of music to a very positive side. And how have you found it? Because I know a lot of, in particular, roots artists have struggled kind of to, I suppose, make it big, as it said. So how have you found it as an artist?
Well, I must say I find it uplifting.
Yeah.
You know, because it changed my life as well, you know, because I must tell you, once you start word take on life to it, and once you start saying some words, then eventually, you know, once you're a person of conscious mind, you're going to start looking to what you're saying, and then the action follows.
Yeah.
So it changed my life as well, so I must tell you, it's very uplifting, and it's really good for me, you know.
For real, I like that, definitely. And you know, we just played a great tune there featuring Anthony B, but you've worked with Mr. Vegas, you've worked with some great artists. How did these projects come about?
Well, those projects was courtesy of my good friend again, Kirkledove.
Okay.
Because Kirkledove is Bersaman, former drummer.
Yeah.
You know, so he's well known, and he has a production by the name of Kirkledove Records, and he linked with all the other artists. And he introduced me to this project, and that's how I came about working with them, you know.
For real. Because that tune that we just played, I Feel So Nice, has literally blown up the airwaves. Everybody has been messaging me about that tune. So I need to know, what is it about? How did you guys come up with it?
Well, I must pick up my management team, 24/7 music production. Big up Kevin Hill, anyway, I stand, my brother. This track came about by Kevin Hill, who's a genius.
Yeah.
And he said to me, I want you with a big artist, you know. I love your sound, you know, because every track that you do, I feel the fire in it, and I would love to hear along with a big artist. And he contacted Anthony B, And after contacted Anthony B, he said to me, listen, I get in touch with Anthony B and he loved the vibe and he's writing something to send to us.
Wow, okay.
You know, when I get the track, I was elated because Anthony B, who is a champion in music, in reggae music,
is
one of my idols from day one, you know, because I idolize persons. When I say idolize, I mean I respect them in the way. I have high respect for them because they're doing good music, and good music, good messages is what we need to go forward. You know, so when he sent me that track, I immediately fell in love with the rhythm. You know, I must be honest, at first I was saying, this vibe, but then it hit me. This is the vibe that the world need right now. And Anthony B saw that, you know, and when he laid that track, I think he had that in mind, and I just complimented it. That's what I did.
Definitely feeling that one. And then I'm also liking the tune that you've done with Imar Shepherd as well, called Finally Found. Tell us about that one.
Well, that's another 24/7 music production as well, and that track is Knatch Rychus, Imar Shepherd, and Ayasight. We three formed the group Krisis. As you know, we all have our individual career, but when we come together, we are called the Krisis, and we love working together. We are good friends, good brothers, you know. And that track came about after Ayasight asked me, because we did a track before, which is called Kat-a-lyst. I don't know if you have that track.
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Okay, good. Well, that was our first track as a group.
Wow.
You know, and then Ayasight came to me and he said to me, this next track, I want you to pick the topic. And I said, why not say something about the females? Why not compliment them about their hard work and the fact that they are sticking to the men? Well, some of them are sticking to the men, and I must compliment them and I must commend them. And he said to me, okay, no problem, let's reach out to Shepherd, because as everyone knows, Shepherd is the one that's always writing for the ladies. That we don't, but he does most of the writing for the ladies. And he came up with the rhythm and the idea.
Okay.
And again, we just complimented the track, and I must say thanks to all the fans and the people who are loving this track, because we really poured all into it, and it's just a great vibe to know that people are feeling the track, you know?
For real. You know, we just got a question in from a listener. They're asking, why have you called yourself Krisis as a group? What happened, or something in particular for that name?
Well, I must tell you, as brothers, a matter of fact, before we came together as brothers, we were individual artists, and Ayasight was the one who introduced I to Imar Shepherd, you know, and we went to a studio to record a track for 24/7 music production. Now, seeing the vibe, the engineer suggested to our manager, said, why not put these three guys on a track? You know, and he said, no problem, let's do it. And after doing Chalice and seeing the big response and what is going on with the track, Ayasight came up with the idea. He said to me, your name is Knatch Rychus, which is KR. My name is Ayasight, which is IS, and Imar Shepherd, which is IS, and it's spelled Krisis. Now, in a time when there is crisis, a lot of people would wonder, why a name like this? You know, but crisis means a turning point, and a turning point can be good or bad, but we choose to make it good, you know, and that's why we came up with that name, and it's been working, and we're really, really happy.
Definitely. Wow. I like the story behind that, for real. And of course, we need to ask you, what makes you different? So there's thousands of artists out there, as you obviously know, but what makes you different and stand out compared to the rest of the artists out there?
Well, I would say just like your fingerprint. No two same person have the same fingerprint. So being me makes me different.
You
know, and that's just my vibe. I'm always being me.
For real. Most definitely. And you know, I heard as well that you would imitate Bounty Killer when you was younger. Tell us about that.
Yeah. All right. While in high school, you know, this happened in high school in Jamaica. I don't know if it's happening anywhere else in the world, but for us out here, the music is alive. And when you're in high school, once you're inspired by the music and want to do the music, then you're going to be in the circle where the music is. And that's how we started, by clashing, by doing battles with each other. You know, because there are other young men who were inspired as well to do music, you know, and while doing that, when I was just introduced to the battle, I didn't have an original song. You know, so I started imitating Bounty Killer because Bounty Killer was my artist. Pick up Rodney Price in the West Stand, and he's still my artist.
For real.
You know, I started imitating Bounty Killer, and I must tell you, I won most of the clash imitating Bounty Killer.
For real. Wow.
That's how the name Top Notch came about as well, because everybody was saying, yo, you're a Top Notch artist, you know, Top Notch your name, and I started using the name, you know.
Nice, I like that, definitely. So I just wanted to let you know, somebody called Christine has asked me to say that she's locked in and she's loving the vibes.
Yeah, man, big up Christine. She's also a member of the team as well. Likewise, Cam Booster, Seven Figures, and Wallace, you know, and Mike Bishman. There's a whole lot of people out there running for Krisis, for Knatch Rychus, I am our shepherd, and ISI just the same.
For real.
And we want to thank them. Yeah. Also, I would love to say thank you too, madam, for giving us this platform, you know.
Anytime. And you know, you mentioned earlier, you know, Bounty Killer, you mentioned also Anthony B, but who else influences you and inspires you?
Well, a lot of artists, I could name a large amount of artists, but to narrow it down, I must tell you Jamaican, you know, Jamaican, I got a Jamaican cassette.
Okay.
You know, while I was going to school, and that's one of the high point there for me in music, where I started listening to positive music. Even though I wasn't doing positive music while going to school, I was listening to Jamaican because I love his style. You know, Capleton, you know, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, all the greats, because I'm from a community where music is vibrant, you know. While I was growing up, music was very vibrant. There was a lot of sound system, upcoming disc jocks, upcoming DJs, you know. So while growing up, I get to experience all different genres of music and different vibe of music. You know, so I was exposed to a lot of these artists, and I must tell you, the foundation artists, you know, such as the Gregory Isaac and the Barry Salmon, all those artists do inspire Knatch Rychus.
For real. Nice, I like that. And of course, you know, there's lots of young people that want to come into this business of music, but what advice would you give them? What should they look out for?
Well, just like any other business, there'll be competition, and competition tends to have its good and its bad, you know, so just look out for that. You know, but I must tell them to look out for themselves, as in doing good music, you know, do make sure that you're doing good music, do make sure that you're living positive life, because for this nation, whether it be black or white, for this world to move forward, we need love, we need positive people. And that's why I continue to write positive music and give positive vibe, you know. So I would implore them to first look into yourself and make sure that whatever you're contributing is good enough to help someone or a bunch of people, you know, or even just your surrounding. Make sure what you're doing is good to help, you know, and then look out for the negative and the positive that comes with competition, because it's a business.
Definitely, for real. And you know, in the music business at the moment, who are you liking that's coming out of, I suppose, the reggae genre? Who are you listening to at the moment?
Well, my playlist is colorful, you know.
Okay.
I do is another artist I listen. I do love the older Sister Kalanji.
Yeah.
Anthony B, just the same. I'm a very big fan of Midnight. A lot of people don't know about Midnight. I'm a very big fan of Midnight.
Yeah.
Jesse Royal. You know, as I said, my playlist is colorful. Like any minute I can be playing a different vibe. You know, but I tend to stick to the positive side of music, and I do listen a little bit of R&B and rap sometimes, but not a lot.
Okay.
More of the positive side.
For real, definitely. So, you know, I've got another question from a listener that asking, when is an EP or an album coming out for you, and how can they check it out?
Well, I don't have a specific date as to when you're getting a body of work such as that.
Okay.
But you can be assured that it is in the pipeline. We are working on getting a body of work out. You know, 24/7 music production will be bringing that to you. But as we go along, I'll be giving you more information, and I'll be letting the fans know, because they know that 24/7 music don't hide information.
Yeah, definitely.
It's 24/7 music, Cam Booster, Seven Figures. We do give our fans the information as it comes. So they'll be getting the information soon.
For real. And of course, how can people connect with you on social media? How can they do that?
Well, I'm on all major platforms. Knatch Rychus. I love to spell the name for them. It's KNATCHRYCHUS, and you can find me on all the major platforms such as IG, FB, Twitter, YouTube, and I'm imploring and asking the fans just to help us to grow this movement, because as I always love to stress on positivity, I love to say positiveness is needed. So help us to grow good music, not just Knatch Rychus, I'm Mar Shepherd, and their side, but good music overall, you know.
For real, most definitely. And you know, I can't have you on here and not ask you to sing a little something. Would you be up for that?
Yes, man.
Okay.
I'm more than happy, you know.
For real. When you're ready.
No, man, I'm ready right now.
Okay.
Alright, I have a track I just released, and it's called We Rise by Kambusta 7 Figures.
Yeah.
And it goes like this. Well enough no one for see your rise, them want we stay down. So them put we thing a back and keep it way down. But me understand fully, say no for them a bully. We used to them from we a go a playground. Enough no one for see your rise, them want you stay down. So no make them hold you back, you've got to stay sound. Yes, we understand fully, say no for them a bully. Well them for no so we no come fi play around. Yes, man.
Hey. Pure energy, definitely. I'm loving that one as well. People are saying that they love the vibes, the energy, and the positivity, which is such an upliftment, especially here Saturday afternoon. We're feeling positive now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
Anytime. And of course, any final thoughts, final words you want to say to your listeners, your fans? What would you like to say to them?
Well, I just want to tell each and every one, you know, because we're all one big family. I just want to say, do good.
Yeah.
Love each other, you know. Let's share and care for each other more, because that's what is lacking in the world today. And I think that's what's causing the problem, you know. Let's just be our brothers and our sisters keepers.
For real.
I want my fans out there to stay safe, you know, and just continue to share the love, because I know you all are doing it.
Definitely.
It's just not being highlighted as much. So I want to tell you all, continue.
Definitely.
And I love you. And I want to say big respect to you again, madam, and all these staff that are giving us the platform and the media.
Anytime, you're always welcome. Any new tunes, any new vibes, send them my way. I'll be playing your tunes all the time. You know that.
Thank you very much.
For real. Have a blessed rest of the day, yeah?
Yeah, man. Thank you, and same to you. And I must say thanks again to all the listeners and those who did not tune in. I must say big respect to them as well.
For real, for real. Bless up every time.
Every time, sister.
Bless, bless. Yes, people, please do go out there, support, okay? Knatch Rychus. Go and check him out. Go and see what it's all about. Pure energy, pure love, and of course, positivity, which is great to hear. This next one, we spoke about it. It's called Finally Found. So make sure you take a listen, and here we go. Pure energy, pure vibes. Here we are.
Since I've got your attention, I could tell you're feeling me. We've got love and affection. I just love the chemistry. I love the way you give me up like no one has ever did. I thank the Lord for this harmony, beautiful soul He blessed me with. Finally found the woman of my dreams. I think I finally found the one who cared for me. I finally found the woman of my dream. I think I finally found the one who cared for me. Yes, I did give up in the love cause I too many hurt. But ever since me meet this woman, everything I work. I know she put me right like my favorite shirt. And now she keep me grounded in the hurt. Cause I never know I had such love inside me. Well, respect due to you highly. Woman, not just the way you treat me right, the way you love me and guide me. I'm glad that you're standing beside me. Finally found the woman of my dreams. I think I finally found the one who cared for me. I finally found the woman of my dreams. I think I finally found the one who cared for me. This woman, she full up of beauty and class. Compliment her on her beauty and class. I know that the outside beauty can cost, but a lifetime the inside beauty will last. I know that sex is a factor, but this woman is a woman with
a rap star.
Society, you know, some go out, just gonna tell them, I want to fight, or 2 hours.
I that them say,
Yeah, the real one,
Knatch Rychus, tell them
we want to know about the cure. We want to find in a marijuana. And how many more we will find since we come on, yeah. We want to know about the cure. We want to find in a marijuana. How many more we will find since we come on, yeah.
we no love for Babylon, them a behave. Who no more see things said this a back in a the days when you hide it from the maroons, hide it from the slave. The tree that was found and King Solomon grave. Them no say Rasta wise, them no say Rasta brave. Them want Rasta fi trim, them want the Rasta head fi shave. But if it was not far, the vice of Rastafari, not one ganja plant to the save.
We want to know about the cure. We want to find in a marijuana. And how many more we will find since we come on, yeah. We want to know about the cure. We want to find in a marijuana. How many more we will find since we come on, yeah. When I big up the farmers in the valley and no rise. Babylon want profit, so them run go traffic license. Remember when the healing of the nation used to slide. While them a promote tobacco, we a poison. Sell me no filter, if it's cigarette. Get on every corner shop, them a sell them cigarette. Now the ganja and the raps and the farmers and the threat.